Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 30th of March, 2025. And what a week we have had. Jesus, man, I tell you, we've been going all week, but we've been giving you news Tuesday, Thursday, and again tonight. But Fine Gael are down to the lowest ever, 17%. And this is from the crowd where Simon Harris broke records up in Wicklow. Have you ever heard such bullshit in your life? You know what I mean? We have Gary Gannon talking about the triple lock. I don't know who's with me tonight. Nobody has been talking to me. I haven't been talking to anyone. I switched off the phone yesterday. I just chilled all day yesterday, and just today I just started doing a bit. So yeah, I don't know who's with me tonight. Maybe Orla. I think Orla is with me. Yeah, she is. I'd say definitely Orla is with me because she never lets you down. But Anthony and Martin, I think, are up the country doing whatever they're doing. But I think they have a podcast tomorrow night with James Conway on the James Conway Experience. So we should all tune into that one as well tomorrow night. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to go with that stuff here there. Now, you can send me a text on 089 203 1521. That's 089 203 1521. Orla's just jumped in there. I'll bring her up in a minute. You can also watch us live and comment on @FitzyDub on Twitter, @Anthony L. Casey on Twitter, @RuggerMorph27. Also on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, and on www.theirishchannel.com/live. Go on to the website there. If you can't get onto any of the others, go on to the website there, www.theirishchannel.com/live. Yes, fair play to everyone. I'm just going to... I'll bring Orla up. Hello there. Good evening and welcome to the Irish column for Sunday. How are you?
Well, how are you? I never let you down, Paul, do I not?
No, you don't, one. You don't. I have to say, you don't. The other pair of BJs, you don't hear from one end of the week to the next. They're like the Scarlet Pimpernel, the two of them. Like,
listen, they're up in James Conway's place. They're probably unconscious now.
I know. Like, they're probably drinking the whiskey and doing whatever they do.
I know.
How was the confirmation? It was, I have to say, it was brilliant. She was beautiful.
She looks fantastic.
She done a little video. I'll play it in a while. It's really cool. Like where the two of us are standing there, and I'm in my old gear, and she's in her tracksuit, and she goes to do a twirl, and then all of a sudden I'm in a suit, and it's really good. Like, you know what I mean? It is really good. I'll play it in a while. I'll pull it down now in a while.
You scrub up well, Paul.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was good. Now I have to say it was lovely. I swear to God, it really was. You know, and she really stood out. You know what I mean? She's tall and she's mine. You know what I mean? You know, that's just the way it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, hang on there. We see. Are you confused, Jade? No, sorry, lads. Good evening from Madja. By the way, I'm just putting it out here now. Any bullshit comes in onto these comments, it won't be entertained. Okay, so lads, if you're gonna start messing, don't start messing. I'm not in the humor for tonight. I'm just gonna block you and blank you, and you won't get any airtime at all. So I'm glad we have that all over with now. You know what I mean? Hiya, Paul. Hope you're well. I am, Paul. Yeah. Paul, you're looking as handsome as ever. Thanks very much.
I can show you 50 later.
I was doing a little bit of football with the lad earlier on, so I didn't even get a chance to get changed. That's how busy we are with the kids. But the others were in watching Mayo get beat by Kerry, and they got beat well. I have to say, Kerry were just in a whole. Did you watch any of it? They were in a whole different class. Like, you know what I mean? They really were.
No, me and sport don't go very well together.
No, I'd be a big GAA fan. You know what I mean? And not so much the hurling, but the GAA. You know what I mean? But once it's the Dubs, I'll follow the Dubs anyway. You know. Good evening, Paul and Orla and chat. Good evening. How are you, Paddy? How's everyone? Y'all doing nothing.
Connor's on again.
How are you, Connor? Good man, Connor. Good evening, classy lady Orla. Michael John. Yeah, how are you? wish my lounge room looked like that. I'll be honest with you. I wish my lounge room looked like that as well. If you see behind me now, yeah. Behind me there's a tricolour. I built like a room out the back, and that's where I am. Like that's my office and yeah. How are you, Orla? Mickey from Tip.
Hi, Mickey.
Tell you, I have as well. I have Tracy's video, and I'm gonna be honest. It's 11 minutes long, but it has to be watched. It has to be listened to. The one about the migration pact and how the voting was done, and so we'll do that in a while. You know what I mean? But I'm sure we've more stuff to talk about.
Hi, John.
Good evening, Paul and Orla. Up the Black Forge. Yeah, invite us over. Hi, Paul. Happy Mother's Day to all our beautiful Irish women. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to my ma. I was on the phone to her there a while ago. I didn't get a chance to get over, but I get over tomorrow or the next day. And happy Mother's Day, ma. Yeah. You know, how's Orla and the lovely cats? Yes.
None of them are here with Michael. Angel's over having a snooze somewhere else. She might appear later on.
Happy Mother's Day to all the great mammies in Ireland. Yes.
Hi, Adele.
Happy Mother's Day to them all. How are you, Adele? But McGregor up in okay. Hi, Paul and Orla. Connor's 12 days and counting. Fuck halal. Yeah. Just speaking of halal, wow. Jeannie Mac, was it today? Did I pull it down there? Hang on. Yeah. I'm just going to show you a couple of seconds. This is France. This is the EID, the Eid festival.
Is this what I sent you earlier on?
Yeah. Now it's only 12 seconds, 23 seconds long, but I'm going to be honest, right? There's video circulating around Ireland as well that kids went to play football this morning and the grounds were taken over by. Now I heard this in Kerry and somewhere else I think it was Limerick or somewhere, that the kids, and not only kids but girls, went to play their football or handball this morning, and the whole place was covered in Muslims doing this. So just play this. Wow. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, right? I had a chat with a couple of my friends. I was at the confirmation on Friday, and a few of my friends, they voted for me, and you know they're from the area, and they just cannot believe the amount of Muslim women. You don't notice the men that much. No, you don't. I'm being honest with you, but the women, they've the headgear on. You know what I mean? And it's getting, especially around here, like you see women out walking all the time now. It's at the going up by probably 40%, 50%. Really has. It has doubled, if not trebled, in the last 6 months. I'm being serious. And then there was a house up in Dundalk, or there was a housing estate went up for sale today in Dundalk, and there was 40 houses sold, all bought by Indians. You know, how is this? You know, it's just
doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me one bit.
It's crazy, like it really is crazy.
But like I don't know if that's what I sent you over, because I think there was like 3 or 4 very short clips, you know.
There was, but what happens is,
oh my God.
It was that's actually on Twitter, right? And what happens is when you right click, when I'm copying down the videos, you right click on it and copy the video URL. But what happens is when there's 4 of them together, the same URL comes up for the 4 of them, and you just get the first one. That's what I'm saying. If I can pull it up, I'll tell you what I will do.
But it's just like, it was just the sheer amount of them in each video. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it was there now. Hang on. Let me just... it was actually 4 of these videos. That's what happened. That's what happened. There was 4 of these videos. So what I'll do is okay, what I'll do is I will share this now. Okay, I'll share this, and you can just have it. Oh, peep at it. I'll show you the 4 videos. So wow, that is just
الشوق يبقى في اغترابي فقير في الحياة من الصحاب ومن يأمنك يا دنيا الدواء تدوسين المصاحب في التراب الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله الله أكبر الله أكبر.
they are no, like the sheer numbers should give alarm bells here. You know what I mean? Like seriously,
it's crazy. Like, and that's only in just a couple of areas. You know, that could have been going on all over France.
It was going on everywhere. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was going on all over. It was going on all over the world. Never mind. Sure, hadn't we got the one yesterday as well? Was it yesterday they done the Crow Park one again?
I didn't see that now.
Did you not see it? This is your man.
No.
This is this. Let's go with this and we'll come back.
How did this come about, this celebration happening in Croke Park today?
Well, 2 months ago, I saw a picture that went viral of Muslims in Germany praying in a car park of IKEA. And I got thinking that, COVID-19 is going to be with us for the next few months, if not longer. And social distancing is part of our life now. Now, mosques were closed at that time. In the meantime, mosques have reopened, but with very limited amount of worshippers allowed. So I got thinking that, if we Muslims in Ireland, Irish Muslims, would be praying somewhere outside, praying in a car park is not something extraordinary. And I think that in Ireland, we could do much better than that. So I thought, which place is the most iconic and historic and symbolic venue? And obviously, it is Croke Park, because it's the GAA, it's Croke Park, that is all, engraved into the Irish life, in Irishness. And I thought, well, what if we could pray in Croke Park? So I contacted, I approached Croke Park management, and as soon as I did so, and I said, well, you're very committed to diversity. The Queen even was welcomed, the Pope gave a mass there, and the way the GAA has, the whole journey of the GAA becoming a very inclusive organization and standing for inclusivity, I think this would be great if you could host us for the Eid prayer. And straight away, the response was very positive. They were very open to this. And this is how it all started.
And it's going to happen today. I saw a headline in the Guardian newspaper today saying Eid at Croke Park. It shows Ireland has moved to accept diversity. So what's going to be happening there today?
You're going to hell. You're going to hell. You're no bishop. New World Order. You're no bishop.
What about our children? Our first communions, confirmations? We can't have them.
You're no Catholic.
Well, I think, first of all, Ireland has not only moved, Ireland is leading in diversity, because in Ireland, this is the only country that I know of where the whole Eid prayer completely for 1.5 hours is being broadcasted on state television. This is the only country that has embraced the Muslim society, the Muslim community in this way. So I think Ireland is in many ways leading when it comes to accepting diversity.
Sorry, lads, they have used Croke Park on numerous occasions since then, but this was when it all came about. This is Doctor. I'll use that word lightly.
We better not just use the language for him.
Like, let's be honest, he's no more a doctor than Dr. Jill Boyden. Like, so, come on, So Umar Al-Qadri, this is the man who goes around marrying people and getting bashed by whoever, I don't know, you know what I mean? He makes up things and all
Imaginary
this.
people, probably.
But he is a member of the Muslim Brotherhood, and the Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization. So why isn't he being investigated? Why isn't the Muslim Brotherhood being investigated? It is a terrorist organization. So, you know, but yes, Crow Park will just open up their arms for diversity. This is not diversity. You know, this is not diversity, and that's just the way it is. This is a takeover. It's
I
not
know.
diversity. I'm sorry. This is what the toilet looks like when you flush. Yeah. Whatever happened to Orla in the 90s? How could this happen? Yeah.
I know.
Finn, I was blind to it, but them and their dad's daddy, that he swore to Allah to do what it takes for generate. Yes. And they will come here and they will take over. Doctor Who is more of a doctor than him. Doctor Who.
Very true.
I'm thinking who? Doctor Who. Yeah. They have their own countries, diverse. But this is it. Okay. They're leaving this country. They're leaving their countries because they're supposed to be shitholes and they're uninhabitable. They can't live in them. But yet they're coming here to our country and trying to change our country into their culture, to the shithole that they've already came from. That's already a shithole. They're trying to turn this into a shithole. Where does that make sense? To be letting these people into this country? If you're not going to abide by our rules and our laws and everything else, don't come here. End the story, because you will be deported and there will be mass deportations. Dr. Humor, sorry. Same as Hamas in Palestine. I have a video there in a while. Oh my God, of that gobshite, that utter gobshite Mick Wallace. Did you see
Oh
it?
God,
Where
no.
he's standing. Oh my God, he's standing in front of a load of people in Yemen, thousands of them, and he's trying to get them going. And just he gets a little hurrah, you know, and he thinks he's playing great. Like she was the same the other night. She was like Mother Teresa the other night, Claire Daly. I just can't I can't fathom it out. I'm being honest with you. The West DEI program is the root of all of this. We need to go Trump on this, and there's no off switch. Yes, I think so. And I think McGregor is the way forward. He'll shut this shit down. I'm telling you now. Muslims have over 50 countries. Yes, exactly. Too many countries
and
already.
huge countries.
But as I said, any country that these are coming from is a shithole now because of it, because of this Muslim faith and because of what they're doing and everything else. So no, I don't agree with it, and I want to go on. I really do, especially that Muslim Brotherhood. Social distance, COVID's still with us. My arse, it's an excuse for resetting. Sorry, Caleb Paula, that was it was an old video, but they have used that for Eid or whatever you call it since then, you know. Mohammed, the 6-year-old, the consummated marriage at 9, Rottenham, Mohammed. Yes, Mick Wallace is a crook. Yes, he is a crook. The countries are empty. Their jails and mental homes. They sent them here. They did. Halal, what's this? Halal is a great money-making racket. The Irish company that declares their products to be halal makes halal.
Needs to be called out and boycotted.
Said this.
Yeah, about Brennan's bread.
We did say this about Brennan's bread. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We did. Don't buy Brennan's bread, you know. Wallace in front of the Yahoo. Yeah. What's this? Why is the Irish government allowing Hamas terrorists being the legitimate government of Palestine, where Hamas is a terrorist group? Yes, I agree with you. I've said this all the time. Hamas is a terrorist group. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry for everything that happens to the Palestinian people, but you cannot expect to have rocket launchers sitting in a hospital bombing Israel. I'm not taking up for Israel. I don't care about any of this shit, to be honest with you. But you cannot have it sitting in a hospital or a school doing that and not expect it to be targeted. You know, it's common sense that they're going to take it out. So, you know what I mean? And then they go with the propaganda and they show you this. And like, how many of these videos have we seen of them actually doing the makeup and everything? You know what I mean? And getting them ready for the... Listen, there's a lot of propaganda going on there. Like, Eva, you live in a different country. You Irish, though. Yeah. Eva, don't say keep your ideas about visiting the Carty. Okay. They left their own country, shithole, and now they wanted it. Yes, that's exactly what I said there myself, yeah. I myself calling on all republics to release a statement. Why not? Why did more videos in the 60s than in respect to losses? Okay. I seen someone posted a thing up there today on Facebook as well. We need to go burn all these migrant tents and nobody bit. Fair play to the lads. The lads were wired not to buy. You start putting like that. That's when you start getting into trouble. That's bullshit. You don't put up shit like that. People don't want that. So I don't condone any of that crap. You know what I mean? But let me just have a look there. That was the France when we did that. I'm gonna show Mick Wallace. No, I have to show Mick Wallace. Now I'm gonna cut
I haven't seen it.
It's 3 minutes 50, but I'll cut it after a minute or so because you'll get the gist.
Yeah.
He's gobshy.
Hello. Hello, the people of Yemen. Power to the people of Palestine. Power to the people of Palestine. We are very humbled to be here with such amazing people. It's an incredible honor for us to be here.
إنه شرف كبير لنا أن نكون هنا.
For many, many years, you have stood up to the aggression and brutality of Western Empire.
لسنوات عديدة وقفتم بقوة ضد العدوان الإمبريالي والغربي.
In 2015, they decided they couldn't subdue you, so they decided to bomb you.
وفي عام 2015 قرروا أن يخوضوا عدوان همجي عليكم.
The forces of the Western world colluded with Saudi and the Emirates to destroy you.
وحاولت القوى الغربية الإمبريالية الاستعمارية أن تقوم بالسيطرة عليكم.
But they couldn't destroy Yemen.
لكنهم لم يتمكنوا من تحطيم اليمن.
There's a grave rule in Western Asia.
وهذا موقف عظيم لهذا البلد.
Don't fuck with the people of Yemen.
لا تعبثوا مع الشعب اليمني.
And the second rule is, do not fuck with the people of Yemen.
وللمرة الأخرى.
What a clown.
I know.
Seriously, he has been in the EU for the last 5 years and has not done a screed for the Irish people.
Yeah, I know.
Not
but
a
yet
screed has he done.
but yet he got voted back in again. In the Europeans.
He didn't get voted in. No, he went out. He's gone. The two of them him and Claire Daly were gone. They were.
Did he get back in again?
No. They
didn't.
That's why they're there. No, he didn't. Oh, did he get back in? I don't know. Maybe he did. She didn't. I don't know.
No, I think he did. He got back in because do you not remember there was the war going on about Tom MacDonald holding up the Irish flag, and Mick Wallace was holding up the Palestinian flag, and nothing was said to him about it.
Was that not Ming Flanagan?
Oh, sorry, that's who I was thinking of. Sorry,
Ming Flanagan. Yeah. The other little wretch. Yeah, him. Yeah. But that's what that was. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And you're right though. There was no kind of thing from the crowd though. Like they just didn't care.
Yeah, look, first rule of Fight Club. Yeah, don't talk about Fight Club, Connor. We know Wexford are worse for voting for him. Yeah, they are. I wouldn't even watch a Celtic show with the Palestinian. Yeah, see the Palestinian flags. Listen, I said this. Ferg has a flag flying outside his house all the time, and I put up. It's the only flag should be flown in this country, and it is.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It shouldn't be flying any more flags.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the towel heads will vote for
him.
Yeah,
true, Patrick.
exactly. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah. What the fuck happens to these gobshers? That's when they speak to foreign people. Yeah. He's a tax dodger. Yeah. Tav dodger. I'd say that's tax. Ginty Mar. Hi all. Your straw man explained here on YouTube. Nature. Yeah, I've looked through it. Jesus. It's a fly flying around me there. But yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the Irish mammies. Yes, we already did that. Fair play.
Yeah, but she's saying not from me hole.
The what? Not from me hole.
Yes. He had a tweet up.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't see his tweet.
Yes, about the Muslims and whatever that thing is called today.
Oh, Eid. Yeah, listen. I did see it. I did see it. Yeah, I did. Somebody sent it to me. Did you see the video of your man in Palestine trying to provoke video into shooting his 3-year-old son so that he can film it and use it? Listen,
No.
listen,
Oh my
I don't get
God.
involved in it because it's nothing got to do with us. There's nothing we
Yeah,
can
I
do
know.
to help these people. Nothing. I'm sorry. And everywhere they go now, I'm actually going to play a video there. Was it?
What's this? My daughter is not allowed Peppa Pig lunchbox or bag. Is this in creche? Because it's a
Where's this
pig.
now? My
Look, Finn
daughter's
has it
not
up.
allowed to have it. Oh, Finn, I didn't know that. Now, why is that? Because she's a pig.
Yeah.
You all know what to get your kids for school, don't you? Peppa Pig bags and boxes. Get in there. Tough shit. Yeah.
Now I will say my daughter can't go strolling in with Peppa Pig or she'd get she'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
That's okay for the little ones.
He's not joking. And is this because of come
It's
on
not
here and talk.
It's a pig.
Come
And
on here for a minute, Finn.
it's this nonsense of more than likely, it's insulting whatever children are there.
Finn, if you want to come on here for a minute and tell us about that, you're more than welcome, mate, because if you text me to that number, I'll send you the link. You can come in here live with us and tell us about that, because I'd like to know about that, what's going on there. Because Peppa is a pig. So contact us if you want. If you don't want to come on, just say.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's in relation to not insulting the other ones in the creche. Or probably in junior infants or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the age scale of for Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5.
If you can come on, Finn, please do. 089 203 1521.
Right.
If not, don't worry about it.
How ridiculous.
That's
Peppa Pig is a bloody cartoon.
Yeah, Mihal doesn't have a mum. He was grown in a lab. All TDs and all Ireland are guilty of treason and sedition against the Irish people. Same here in the UK, yes. And the reason why we're going to go with that, the treason, okay, is because I downloaded the video here today and it says evidence of treason. This is where the government told you that you could not veto anybody to come live in your constituency. So have a watch of this. These are all the traitors. Every one of them are in this.
No community has a right to veto other people moving into their community.
No one has a veto over who lives in their community.
No one has a veto on who lives in an area.
Nobody does have a veto in terms of who lives within their neighbourhood.
None of us have a veto. None of us have a veto.
Calls for consultation could suggest that communities have a veto over who moves in, and that isn't right. And calls for consultation can even offer a platform to those who will never welcome inward migration.
It is not the position of the Labour Party that communities should be consulted, implying that they should have a veto.
You can't just give people the free rein and say, well, you're allowed veto an area, because that's suddenly taken over by those who simply don't want this to happen at all.
I think there's very few people I've spoken to in my constituency or elsewhere that has any want for a veto, and if he did, I'll be the first person to tell them they're not getting it.
I'm opposed to giving anyone or any group a veto over emergency refugee accommodation.
No community has the right to veto anybody living in their community. And when I talk about communication, it isn't, a dialogue or negotiations.
I would be quite concerned that the promises being made is exactly setting up a community veto on where any centre can open, where there will be akin to planning permissions, where a system will grind to a halt. That will be a disaster.
Here's the thing, there can be communication, there can be listening, there can be conversations and discussion, but there is no veto here, Claire. There cannot be vetoes.
Every one of them, there cannot be a veto. And there's not one iPad centre in any of their areas.
Oh, sure, we know, I know. Yeah.
So...
Yeah,
this is exactly what he did.
Centres in, Black, Fox Rock or any of those areas. No, there's not.
No. End Ramadan festivities. Martin acknowledged it. Yes, we need to end it. Who cares? You know what I mean? None of the Catholic ones are being shown. None of the Christian ones. Like, they show nothing anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to take God out of the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
While pushing all of this, you know what I mean? Like, this is an agenda. That's what this is. You know what I mean?
We know. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Get Miss Piggy from the Muppet Show. Someone said that they take it, that they've took the Miss Piggy about. Someone else said there, make Peppa important again.
Make
McGregor. Go on
Peppa
to,
great again. Yeah.
yeah, hang on there. Let's see. Did I get a text from Finn? Oh, hold on. Which one is that now? Oh, is that there? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I had a video there, bits of it there. Yeah, I'll talk to you again now in a few minutes. But yeah, I thought that was Finn coming in there, but it wasn't. Parents, grandparents start
Your
wearing Peppa
mic is
Pig
gone again.
T-shirts. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I back there now? Is my mic
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, I love Miss Piggy. Rashers. I love rashers myself. Yeah, pork. Get the Paris. Yeah. Over in England, lads. Sorry, I jump on the live when I can. Speak about common things. I'm based in England 5 years. Listening, love it. No problem, Finn. Yeah, that's cool. No problem. But yeah.
Finn,
But
how
it's in
old
the
is your
UK.
daughter? Just
How
wondering,
old
is
is
it
your daughter?
play school or is it actually national school? Just out of curiosity.
Well, now I'll tell you, if his daughter still has a Peppa Pig thing in national school, I think there'll be a bit of a Stewart's inquiry into that.
No, but
My
if they, do you know
son, I
if they
would
go,
bring on.
yeah, but if they go in junior infants, they're normally just, they're 4. Some of them are 4 going in, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
You'll still have 4-year-olds watching Peppa Pig. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just looking here
Even
now to
though us
see.
parents needed a Valium to get through an episode of it.
Listen, I'm not messing. Right? I swear to God, the kids would watch you going to bed, and I'd still be sitting. This is no messing, right? Be sitting there at 10 o'clock, and I'd just be talking. We'd be talking, and Peppa Pig would still be on. You didn't even you didn't even know it was on. It got that bad. Like,
Yeah,
and then
I know.
With him, it was Fireman Sam. Jeez,
Oh yeah,
it was Fireman Sam.
and Bob the Builder.
Oh man. Bob, he wasn't really a Bob the Builder. He was more of a Fireman Sam. You know what I mean? And
Thomas the
then
Tank
they start
Engine.
watching, but then they start watching all that Nickelodeon shit. You know what I mean? That the lions and the tigers, princess, whatever. And if you look at it, like, listen, I've been down the rabbit hole. I know what's going on. They have the symbols of the boy lover and the girl lover symbols on the tigers. And I'm going, what's that all about? And I just stopped them watching it. I just stopped it because, and they never even asked why I stopped it. I just stopped it. That was it. No, we're not watching them anymore. Yeah. But I got something there for the Rape Crisis Centre are giving out about these. Hang on, I'll just pull it up there. We'll talk about this for a minute. These are the 3 lads who. Well, 3 lads, 3 scumbags. Just let me pull it off there. Did you see it there? They're the 3 lads who they done they raped the girl. Rape Crisis Centre boss welcomes gang rape sentence, but says we have a long way to go. They were sentenced on Friday. The sentences are for significant jail terms, and I hope they will give hope to other survivors of sexual violence that the crime of rape will be punished by lengthy imprisonment. It comes as they welcome the sentence of Anthony Hickey, 39, Fabio Vincente, 42, and Martin Zolfagari, who were convicted following the trial after pleading not guilty to the offences that took place in August 2019. They pleaded not guilty, but there was videos. They done a video and everything. Like, there was video circulating and all about this. We strongly welcome the sentences handed down for the 3 men for guilty of rape. The case has been particularly distressing because of the predatory nature of the attack, the dehumanization of the victim, the lack of acknowledgement and of the guilt of any of the perpetrators. Chief Executive of the Rape Crisis Centre, Rachel Murdoch, said in a statement to the Sunday World. Yeah, the personal trainer and father of 2 was handed a sentence of 16 years with a final year suspended. Vincent of Little Newtown, Enniskerry, County Wicklow, was found guilty of raping the woman in the car. He was also given 16 years. And meanwhile, of Marley Court, 34 Marley Court, Rathfarnham, he was given 14 years. It was a horrendous rape. Like, it was a savage attack. Like, you know what I mean? It really was. You know what I mean? And they videoed it. So, yeah, well done to well done to the judiciary system there now. They've done that job, you know. They've really done
Wasn't
the
Judge
job
Nolan
there now.
anyway.
Listen, but I don't think it mattered who it would have been. They had to get big custodial sentences, you know what I mean? They had to, you know. It's they were just it was horrific, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's absolutely
And,
disgusting.
like, I think it was an Irish fella and 2 foreign fellas.
Yeah,
So,
it was, yeah.
listen, yeah, so listen, we have our own criminals here and our own rapists and our own stuff, and it's hard enough to deal with
Yeah, I
that
know.
without importing
I
these
know.
people. Like, rape crime and sexual crimes are gone up 400 or 500% in the last
Yeah,
couple
I
of
know.
months, even. So
horrendous.
it's horrific. Like, knife crime has gone through the roof. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
know.
And we'll have all the texts now all over Twitter now saying you're already up on charges with a knife, Paul, and you're just shut up with you. Get a grip. It's not the same, you know. Peppa Pig lives matters.
Yeah.
Loads of these. Who was the creator of Peppa Pig story and Three Little Pigs, Miss Piggy? I haven't got a clue. For you, I don't know. No, but I'm going to start getting the Peppa Pig ones. Yeah, I will. She's a white supremacist. Paul, I kept all the Disney cartoon and VHS for the kids, as Disney is now the left-wing disaster. Yes, you're dead right. You are dead right. Like, Disney was. I used to love Disney. You know what I mean? Now it's just gone. It's gone ridiculous. And
One woke shite.
it's the woke shite, the DEI
Yeah, and the
shite. Like, you know
politically
what I mean?
correct
It's
and all this
really
other
gone.
nonsense. Yeah, I know.
Who put the GoFundMe online? Ori Enoch, defo a scam. I don't know now, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I
I didn't
saw it
even
now.
know
I
that
didn't
there
pay much
was one.
attention to it, but I saw, yeah, that people were sharing it. So I don't know who put it up. As I said, I didn't pay much attention to it.
Yeah, I thought I downloaded that earlier on. Just let me see. Did I?
Is it somebody belonging to him, or I don't know?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, they're after freezing his assets and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, you know, come on. You know, he's only pleading just for standing up. That's the problem here. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
you stand up, they will ruin you. That's exactly it. I seen Ferg had a post up earlier about it. Those Muslims beat their women. Oh, should they all do that? You know, they be afraid of everybody. Yes, Paul rocking a Peppa Pig T-shirt. We're paid to see that. I'm gonna get one. I am. Yeah, I tell you, my niece will get me one now because she gets me all them things. Disney now owns the publishing rights to the Bible, bought from the British Crown. Yeah. Some evil ones using that Enoch saga for their own goal. Yeah, they are. Yeah. David, get pink 3 Little Pig T-shirts and wear it myself too. Our grandparents, uncles, aunties, you all wear them, and all the children too. Listen, I'm game for it. Yeah, The Lion King is the best nationalist movie. You bring harmful hyenas into society, and resources go to shite. Martina O'Toole, Defo pal, it's unreal. Unreal. Get them out. Yeah, get them all out. Yeah. How are you going? How are you, lads? Are you not going to promote the Irish Column channel? You need 23 subscribers to go live.
Oh, it's for
Yeah,
YouTube.
sorry. No, that's for the. Is it the YouTube one? I actually have two. I have the YouTube channel. I'll tell you. I'll just throw them up there now. There's the YouTube channel there. https:// www.youtube.com/@Irish Column. That's for the YouTube one, yeah. And then we also have Rumble. So that's https://rumble.com/user/Irish Column. But you'll get them, everything on there. You'll get like all the shows, all the previous shows. We probably have 10 up there already. You can watch them there. You know what I mean? They're on both of them on Rumble. We just put them out on both of them just in case YouTube goes down. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's exactly what we do. So yeah, Orla wouldn't be involved in that end of it. Like, you know what I mean? That's my baby. I had that hitting 600 there, people. Fair play to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're more Facebook and what have you.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm missing this. Mickey from Tip. Hold on to all your DVDs and videos as to be the only original source material in years to come. Yeah.
Yes, I have loads of the original Disney. Yes. When it was the prop and stuff.
Yeah, I have pulled them. I have them all on hard drives. I have a hard drive with movies and all the Disney movies. You can't beat the Looney Tunes. I used to
Yeah.
love the Looney Tunes, yeah.
They're all up in the doll now, so they are.
Arrogant woman. Yeah, they are. The whole bleeding lot of them. Shadow play. My wee nephew was playing a video game the other day, and the game was asking what their character's pronouns was. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my God.
Yeah. I watched the video the other day. I'll see if I can pull it down of a black teacher in America, and the girl said, she goes to this girl, well, miss, do you want to do your thing? And she says, my pronouns are they, them. And she said, cop on, oh, you want to say the shit that she says? Well, like, it was just ridiculous. Like, if you want to get them out, could we please discuss the EU Migration Pact, which they pushing forward at top speed?
Top
I tell
speed,
you what
yeah.
I'm going to do. I'm gonna go and make a coffee, okay? But I'm gonna play Tracy. I'm gonna let Tracy play here for a few minutes. Hold on there. Someone sent me a video. Only clip on tonight prepared. Okay, I'll have a look at that now in a minute. But while I'm doing that, I'll have a look at that. Where are we, Tracy? Yes, let me put that up. Bum bum bum, and we'll share that out. Okay, just let me I'll share this out, and then we're gonna go and make a coffee. So
okay,
but this goes on for a few minutes. Okay, so but I wanted all to play out because this is everything. This is very important. Very important.
In general, the law of the European Union applies to all 27 member states. However, occasionally member states negotiate certain opt-outs or opt-ins to or from legislation or treaties, meaning they do not have to participate in certain policy areas, regardless of what laws the EU may put in place. Currently, only 3 member states have such opt-outs or opt-ins: Denmark 2, Ireland 2, and Poland 1. So when laws are enacted at an EU level in the areas of freedom, security or justice, which includes immigration and asylum, Ireland is not legally bound by any such laws unless we specifically and voluntarily opt into those laws, noting that Ireland negotiated this opt-in provision, referred to as Protocol 21, in 1997, and it was retained as part of the Treaty of Lisbon. On the screen, you can see an extract taken right now from the European Commission website, which confirms that there is no EU obligation for Ireland to take in refugees, as it has an opt-in or an opt-out clause on individual proposals in the areas of freedom, security and justice through the EU Treaty of Lisbon. The Irish government has decided to opt into the Pact on Migration and Asylum. On the 26th of June 2024, members of the 33rd Dáil voted to opt Ireland into the EU Migration Pact, with 79 TDs voting in favour and 72 TDs voting against the Pact. You may also recall that 151 out of 159 TDs entitled to vote on the Pact showed up to cast their vote, whereas less than 10 TDs showed up to debate the Pact, again illustrating the contempt Irish politicians have for the Irish people and the sovereignty of this country. Thereafter, in July 2024, the Irish government formally confirmed Ireland's opt into the EU Migration Pact to the European Commission. Ireland now has until June 2026 to enact the necessary domestic legislation to allow the EU Migration Pact to become operational in Ireland under European law. Since June of 2024, there has been silence from the Irish government regarding the pact. Then, on the 17th of March 2025, Conor McGregor declared that Ireland has a mass, unvetted, uncontrolled immigration problem, and that should he run and be elected President of Ireland, he would do all in his power to challenge the implementation of the EU Migration Pact. This public announcement sent shockwaves through the Irish establishment, and as a result, the Irish government appear to be accelerating their plans to implement the pact in Ireland. On the 25th of March 2025, the Minister for Justice, Jim O'Callaghan, confirmed that he had secured government approval to submit Ireland's national implementation plan for the EU Asylum and Migration Pact to the European Commission, with the Minister of State for Migration, Colin Brophy, stating that we are not waiting for June 2026 to make changes to our system. On the 26th of March 2025, the Department of Justice published Ireland's National Implementation Plan for the EU Migration and Asylum Pact. Now, before I summarise the plan, I want to briefly explain why Ireland opting into the pact will change the landscape of this country forever. Firstly, Ireland has opted into 7 different pieces of legislation as listed on the screen. In brief, these regulations will 1. Modify some of the criteria for determining the member state responsible for examining an application for international protection, therefore leading to the repeal of the Dublin regulations. Broadly speaking, the Dublin regulations stipulate that the first safe country that an asylum seeker arrives in is responsible for processing that person's asylum claim. Noting that Ireland, given our geographical location, benefits more from this regulation than any other country, because it quite likely is the case that a person will have made an application for international protection in another EU country before journeying to Ireland, thus giving us the legal right to transfer that person back to the other country. 2. To establish what is called a solidarity mechanism to support member states who receive more asylum claims than others due to their geographical locations. The net effect of this is that Ireland will have to accept relocation of a minimum quota of asylum seekers annually from other member states, regardless of the fact that Ireland is not the first member state that the applicant entered, or if Ireland decides that it cannot accept its quota of asylum seekers annually, we would have to pay a fine of €20,000 per person. 3. It will become more difficult to return asylum seekers to other safe countries, as the rules around returns will become more restrictive, including that we will only be able to return applicants to countries which guarantee that the applicant will be given access to an adequate standard of living, healthcare and education, noting that no such guarantees exist for Irish citizens. 4. Ireland will lose the ability to designate countries as being safe countries because the EU will have the authority to overrule any decision we make in this regard. And 5. If another member state claims to be under particular migratory pressure, they can ask the EU that no other member state, including Ireland, return any asylum seekers to them for a period of up to 12 months. The crux is that the EU Migration Pact represents a dangerous erosion of sovereignty, such that Ireland's migration policy and decision-making will be ceded to the EU, and in particular the fact that we will be locked into a system whereby the EU can legally dictate the number of migrants Ireland must accept every single year or become subject to massive fines. Now we will take a brief look at the implementation plan itself. While the plan is naturally crafted in positive language to garner support, there is still no avoiding the implications of some of the measures, with the overview of the EU Migration and Asylum Pact section confirming that it will significantly reform the current approach to migration and asylum, both in Ireland and across the EU, which is code for a complete dilution of national sovereignty. Provide a consistent and sustainable asylum procedure, including in times of migratory pressure and crisis, and ensure a fair sharing of responsibility, which is code for the EU will dictate the number of migrants Ireland must have to take to lessen the burden on other countries without having any concern for the impact on Ireland. Under Background to Ireland's National Implementation Plan, it confirms that the government has liaised with numerous stakeholders, including the Department of Social Protection, the Department of Education, Attorney General's Office, HSE, as well as civil society groups, NGOs, and the UN and EU bodies. Firstly, a significant percentage of NGO funding comes from the government itself. However, exact figures are no longer readily available, as the only organisation that provided independent data on NGO funding sources, Benefax, which was established in 2014, had all of its government funding removed in 2022. So the last report we have from Benefax is in 2021, which confirmed that Irish governments were funding NGOs to the tune of €6.2 billion annually. So the term NGO is not only misleading, but deceptive, given that a majority of the influential NGOs operating in Ireland are actually government-funded organisations. Secondly, the main body that should have been consulted on the EU Migration Pact is the Irish people. But not only were the Irish people ignored, anyone who questioned the government's intention to opt into the pact was cancelled, ridiculed and labelled a racist. The plan also confirms that the government cannot predict the number of persons that will enter Ireland under the pact, so they are preparing for up to 24,000 people to arrive on an annual basis. The next section of the plan is a startling confession, but nevertheless a confession that had to be made at some point, wherein the government confirmed their predicted annual cost for implementing the plan. Under National Implementation Plan and Projected Costings, the plan states the following. Assuming only 15,000 asylum seekers arrive in Ireland per year, the total administrator cost will be approximately €117 million per year. Now, this is just the cost to administer the paperwork. Then the proposed set-up cost to provide 14,000 state-owned beds will be an additional €875 million. Now, this is just the cost to set up the infrastructure for the 14,000 beds. Then the indicative annual running cost for these 14,000 state-owned beds is €725 million per year. Then there is the IT costs, which they say they cannot estimate and instead state will require a multi-annual and multi-million euro investment. The plan then goes on to say that in addition to these costs, it must be acknowledged that in the short term, the cost to the state in relation to international protection processing will increase as two parallel legislative systems will need to operate for some time. So a couple of points to note on the cost just mentioned. Firstly, the government acknowledged that we could see 24,000 people arrive on an annual basis, whereas the costings they have published are for between 14,000 and 15,000 arrivals. So to begin with, their figures are, politely putting it, misleading. Now, using their figures, on year one, the minimum cost to the taxpayer to accommodate 14,000 to 15,000 people would be €1.7 billion without including IT costs. To put the overall costs into true perspective, on the screen I've included the potential year one costs if these numbers were to increase to 30,000 people. The main problem being that we just don't know how much this is going to cost the Irish taxpayer because we really don't know how many people are going to arrive on an annual basis. But needless to say, the level of funding required to set up and maintain this system is going to be extortionate. And just to clarify that this figure is on top of the €2 billion cost to accommodate, etc., Ukrainians in 2023 and 2024 respectively. Finally, under the plan, the government confirmed that they intend to submit the general scheme of the new legislation for ministerial and government approval sometime in April 2025, while stating that the bill itself should be drafted and published by the end of 2025 and enacted and operational by June 2026. However, given what I stated earlier in relation to Conor McGregor's potential run for the presidency, they may try to accelerate this process. As I have stated over the past couple of years, the implications of Ireland signing up to the EU Migration Pact cannot be overstated, in that the erosion of sovereignty and the ceding of power and control to the EU around Ireland's immigration policy may be irreversible. A country who has no control over who it allows or refuses into its country cannot claim to be sovereign. I will continue to keep you updated as any new information is published, and thanks for listening.
Sorry, I had the two of us switched off there, Orla. Sorry, I might have been talking away there for the last couple of seconds and nobody heard me. But just what you were saying there, like 3.6 billion
Jesus
a
Christ.
year
Like
if it's
this is
12,000.
unbelievable. And then there's children out there who cannot get services. And look at all the children that are on scoliosis waiting list. 15,000 homeless. We can't get houses for half the country. Oh, dear God of Almighty. And like she said herself, like we have no idea how many the EU is going to dictate to us. Like they're saying, 15,000 a year. What if it's 30,000? What if it's 40? What if it's 90,000 a year? They could keep increasing it and increasing it, which means the costs and everything are going up as well. Where are all these people going to go? Where are they going to live? In the hedges? Or will that just be the Irish?
You know, they don't care.
You know, like this is just unbelievable. But like, look at the bit there at the beginning where she's saying as well about returning them. Like they pretty much what she's saying is they can near enough go out and commit mass murder, and it's going to be very difficult to return them.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. What incentive is there then for them to come in here and either work or contribute to society or do anything? when it's making it like very hard for them to be returned. Sure, they can come in and do whatever they want. They come in and sit on their arse and do nothing.
But that's what they are doing. You know, that's exactly what they are doing.
Like, this is absolute madness.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
But they can come in and commit any crimes and do whatever they want and know rightly, oh, well, I'm not going to get deported, or it's going to be very difficult to get me deported.
Yeah.
Like, that's unbelievable. Like, that's putting the safety of all the Irish, especially the women and children, at risk. You know, if some of these come in, and they are dangerous. Because we don't know. There's no proper vetting. How do we know how safe some of these people are? How do we know?
Lads were being willfully destroyed by a well-insulated political and moneyed class. And this is exactly it. Like, I said this to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, okay, about Thornton Hall. How come? I says to him, like, all them houses up there. I know, but them houses up there are all €1 million houses. They're all big houses, the whole lot. And his words to me were, it won't affect rich people. He said, it doesn't matter. He says, no matter how many they put in there, it will not affect the rich people. It will only affect the lower class. They want to get rid of the middle class. That's what they want. They just want poor and rich. They don't want any in between. That's why they're bringing in all of these cheap workers that'll walk and shovel shit and do all the jobs that we won't do. You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. And which means there's no jobs for us. There's no jobs for the middle class anymore. You know what I mean? So it's just poor and rich. And that's just the way it is. And the rich will get richer and the poor will still stay poor.
Get poor. That happens all the time, yeah.
That's the whole gist of this in a nutshell. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to share the screen here because one of the lads sent this in to me. Now it's a 40-minute long video, but I took this. I didn't take this bit out. I'll play it and then we'll go from here. But this is on the canal this morning. There's loads of them again. And the one thing that they all start asking for is houses and their homes. They want homes. But wait till you hear this.
No photo, video, no photo. Hello? So video okay, yes? No. Why not? No. We need housing. What do you need? What do you need? Hostel? Housing. Housing? House? Housing. Not hostel. What do you need, sorry? لا علي والله بنزلك علي. I speak in Arabic as well now. No. Yeah. We need housing. You need housing? Yeah.
What do they now? Well, there's 15,000 Irish that need housing as well.
There's more. There's nearly 16,000.
Like, somebody put up a comment there now. It was brilliant. They said there's more tents than what would be in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
welcome to Tourism Ireland. That's on site. Let's go and see these sites.
Shanty towns like South Africa.
Exactly, Frank.
This is it. This is what will happen. They'll move into some areas. They'll make a kip out, and what they do is they start making little shacks. They'll take over some farmer's field and start making some shacks, and this is how it'll all start. You know what I mean? And that's what they do.
Madness. Absolute madness.
And that's how they take over the country. Tell McGregor if he wants Irish president's position, he makes Peppa Pig. He makes Peppa Pig and wear 3 little pig t-shirts and eat ham sandwiches for all of us. Yeah. They want to force the native Irish out, ready for extermination. Yeah, it's ridiculous, like it really is. You know what I mean? Joyce House, who was going in there? Joyce House, isn't that where the Bird Search place was on Lombard Street? Is that
know.
being used? I know Joy's house. If it's the same Joy's house, that's where you get your birth cert and what have you. That's where you used to come to Dublin and get your birth cert. But half our army are transgender, for fuck's sake. Listen, I have friends that have left the army because of it, because of the woke shit that's going on in there. And these were good guys, you know what I mean? Tourism down 2%.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No rich American wants to see this. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Sandwich Speed. Yeah. Vandalising our history, Joy's house. Yeah. I think that's what you're talking about. But but he's looking for a house. That's what they're here for. That's exactly what they're here for.
Absolute madness.
It's crazy what they're here for. You know what I mean? Yeah. But let me just see. Can I pull up here? I had Simon Harris there somewhere. There it is there. It's just a picture of it. But we'll travel up there anyway. This is Fine Gael down to 17% in the polls. Fine Gael drops to its lowest level of support in new poll. The government party are now sitting at 17%, 5 points behind both Fianna Fáil and Sinn Féin. Okay. This comes 4 months after an election where he broke records. He broke records. McEntee broke records. A couple of others, Fine Gaelers, broke records. Now, if you believe that, you're a gobshite.
I know.
I'm telling you now, there's no way they broke them records. There's no way he got 16 or 17,000 votes in Wicklow. The people at Wicklow hate him.
Yeah,
look at him.
I know.
What
So
is
we
there
know.
to like about that man? He's just a clown. I'm being honest with you.
I know.
He
I know.
is. But 17%. But you know, if you remember rightly, Sinn Féin were sitting at 18% before the election. Do you remember that? And then they dropped to 16%, and yet still they broke records too. They stuck everywhere.
And so did McEntee. She got more votes than she did the last time as well. Remember?
I think she got 9,000 this time, didn't she? And the husband is the
one
man
of the most hated women in the country, and she got more votes than last time. Yes, of course, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, yeah. Actually, listen. Once you send bomb threats to these people, it just ups them. You know what I mean? They go way up. You know.
I know.
I had my friend this week, Gavin. There's a protest called for Tuesday, as far as I know. For I think it's called the Fine and Dandy, or I'll play it there now. It's just a school, a creche in Finglas that's closing down.
Yes, I saw Gavin's video. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to play that there now, and we'll come back and talk about it.
How are you folks? Councillor Gavin Pepper here, and I'm here back at the preschool Fine and Dandy in Finglas South. And to make matters worse, Mason, Hayes and Curran have delivered a letter by hand giving them 30 days notice. 44 kids are to be put out on the street in the next 30 days. Now, they're calling for a peaceful protest at 10 a.m. outside the door this Tuesday. I call on all the people in Finglas to come out and support their community and not let this happen. These staff will be put out of job. The kids will have nowhere to go. This is madness. This is just madness. Girls, you want to say anything?
Yeah, we're just hoping all of Finglas can just basically stand behind us here and help us even find somewhere else to bring our children. Like this, as Gavin said, there's 44 children here that's going to have no school in 30 days. So if all of Finglas and all our parents and the children can come with us on Tuesday, we'd much appreciate it. Thank you.
This is here 35 years nearly. Like, this is part of the community, and all they're doing is taking from the community. They're at the saying that they want the classes for kids with special needs. My child has special needs. You don't put one set of kids out to bring another set of kids in. There's a big park green outside there that they could build a porter cabin to facilitate this preschool. They choose not to. This government does not care about the people, and it clearly doesn't care about Finglas. So we're calling on all of you to back us and be there at 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Take the day off work. Bring your kids. Let's call them out. This is their community, and we shouldn't be letting them take anything away from us.
Well said, Gavin. Yeah. So I'll try and make it in. I'll make it my business to get
Has
in
there
there.
ever been any word since on that school that, they had no real funding and they were talking about closing? I never saw an update afterwards. Did anyone hear anything about it?
No, I haven't heard anything more about it.
I haven't seen anything about it either.
Yeah. I seen one about school the other night there. I'll see, can I find it? That's being used for prayers and Ramadan and all the shit. Like,
Unbelievable. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
But they're all being used, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gone crazy. But I'm working on building sites the last 26 years. The last 5 years, I've seen whole estates sold with 1 or 2 Irish families. Everyone is non-Irish, but they all have new cars as well. It's a scam. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
But I see it in this state I live in here, and 85% is foreign. I mean, the front row of coming into my estate, I think, are pretty much all Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then kind of the area where I live now, it's kind of a mix. But yeah, I'd say it's 85% foreign.
I know an Irish lad who voted Greens, and he did the counting in Blanchardstown, same place. Conveniently, Roderick got voted in. Yes, Paul, we're in Finglas. Where in Finglas? It's one of the schools there in Finglas. What was the name of it? I think it's Fine and Dandy or something. It's a creche. It's been there 35 years, and they're trying to close it down. And listen, they're acting with the wrong man. They're pushing the wrong man around there, like, because he won't stand for it. You know, that's one thing about him. You know what I mean? He's staunch. He does his thing. You know. No, Orla.
Well, he understands. I mean, 1, he has children himself, and 2, he has a child with special needs. So there you go.
Yeah, if I were to go to Dubai and said, "All right, lads, where's my house, my new car?" They chop. I'd get a trip to the nearest roof. Exactly, you would. As would I. Yeah. And if I tried to build a Catholic church, I'd probably get the same. I'd end up in a ditch.
Yeah, I know.
Jane Chris, who bullied him out of the chat for his Greens behaviour? I don't know what that was about, lads. At least I'm not fighting for anyone tonight, thanks be to God. A lot of foreigners in my village, and it's getting higher. Frank, I said this at the start of the show. Like, it's gone up 500% in my area. It's just gone ridiculous. And you can see it more because it's women. Like, if there's women, there's men. So it's double that again. You know what I mean? But you're really noticing it now. Like, no matter where you drive now, you're seeing the what do you call it, the burqas or whatever. And some of them don't have full burqas. They have the face shown. You know, it's... But it's gone ridiculous. Send McGregor 3 Little Pigs t-shirts. Yeah, okay.
And you know what I noticed as well, and this is not the first time I've noticed it. So there on Friday, I was doing Daffodil Day, okay, which is for, everyone will know it's for cancer. So I was placed in Tesco, and I was there for 2 hours. And I want to give a shout out to Brian, who's an avid watcher of our show. So it's lovely to meet him. Yeah. And so anyway. Now, this is not the first time. I've noticed this several times because I do a lot of volunteer work. You never see, or very rarely do you see any of them give any money. And I don't just mean Africans, I mean Indians. Do you know what I mean? Generally, on a whole, they don't donate. It's always generally the Irish people who donate.
Yeah. Like, I remember the money we put in work and for the tsunami. Do you remember that? Was that 2007? I think it was. Or, But there was one of the guys in our job lost 15 of his family that morning. Like, I mean, he was in work and he got I think it was a Saturday morning. He wasn't. We were told about it on the Monday. But 15 of his family died. Like, but there was the amount of money Ireland contributed to that. Like, even going around the pubs, people walking around the pubs with tubs. And they were just getting it. And like, it was like, the Irish are brilliant.
The Irish are very generous.
Yes, we are. But that's our problem. We're too generous. Yeah. The generosity has to stop now. You know what I mean? Like, charity begins at home. Sorry, charity begins at home. There you go, Dina. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Good night, Orla. You haven't heading to bed. Fair play to you. Sure. We'll half an hour left, and anyway, you call.
So, yeah, but no, I've noticed that because I do so many of them. I've noticed that it's generally they just walk past. They don't donate. Or, like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of them, but very rarely. It's mostly always the Irish that are donating.
Yeah, what's that say? How many did you see with flowers? Yeah, probably none either, or else they robbed them. How many bought flowers off his order? No, was that what it was? Daffodil Day. You give one of the little
There was no
daffodils.
actual daffodils. There was no. They've stopped doing that. You could buy a few different things, like there was pens and tea towels, but it was only the pins.
Hold on. Well, what do you mean they've stopped giving out daffodils for Daffodil Day?
You can't buy the flowers. They don't supply the flowers anymore.
Why not?
So you get the little pins that have the daffodil on them.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people bought the pins. And then there's another one that's kind of like, I think most men went for it. It's like a white pin with kind of Daffodil Day wrote on it. And a lot of the women went for the one that looks like the daffodil. But that's what most people were buying. They said they don't do the daffodils anymore because it just costs too much. At least with the pins, they can reuse them. Whereas flowers, sure, look, if you don't sell them, they're going to go dead. What do you do with them, you know?
There's the WhatsApp number there, 0892031521. I actually have a message in there now. Just bear with me and I'll have a Bo Peep and see what that is. It's Michael O'Keefe. Let me just have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I have it there, yeah. But I'm going to, we'll show it. Yeah. I had it there downloaded. So we'll just play it on this anyway.
What is it?
This is of a load of Egyptian young that's going through town the other night with their stereo blaring and playing all their music, all their Islamic music and all this shit. Now, if that was Irish kids doing that, they would be arrested. So I'm just going to present this now just to let people see what's actually happening in Dublin. It's a disgrace. So these are, as I said, these are from Egypt, I was told. So here we go.
ولا رمضان
Yes, there's the comment, the last one there, a disgrace. If that Irish, they would be arrested. And
Well,
that
it's
is
noise
true.
pollution. Like people live along there. People live in apartments. You know, that's noise pollution. Why weren't they picked up?
Because they're foreign. That's why.
Yeah, look at clothes. Yeah, look at shadow.
Their skin color matters. You know, white lives don't matter, but their lives matter more than ours. You know what I mean? And the law is going to reflect that in a while as well. But it already does reflect it, doesn't it? We see the sentences that they get compared to what we get, you know?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's ridiculous, like, you know, playing bongo, playing the ghetto blaster. Yeah, like our lads, when I say our lads, I'm talking about Tinker and Paul, Nolan and the lads that were doing the city, that they were going around, walking around the city. They had a stereo with them as well with the first night or whatever. And I think the police told them, no. But yet these can, like how intimidating is that? Up and down the boardwalk. You know what I mean? That's very intimidating for any young girl or a woman. You know what I mean? It really is. And they're in people's faces, dancing, like, you know what I mean? If they're going to go into someone's face who's not going to take it, and there's going to be murder. So is that what they're all about? Is that what they're trying to do? I think that is what they're trying to do.
I don't know.
The one in the black looks like he's chewing a toffee with his arse. Okay. 0 Irishman jabbed, health issues. Okay. I didn't get jabbed. No, I didn't. Did I pull down anything for the jab now, to be honest with you? I have a bit States one day. We talk
Well,
about
actually, do you know what? There was something I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I'd say a good few people in the group chat have probably watched it, and I'd just be interested in their opinion. So today I finished off the new Netflix Adolescent.
Yeah.
Adolescent. And you know what's actually interesting? Because remember we initially said that was based, it initially did not come out saying that was based on a true story of an African young lad. And now when you look it up, it said it's not based on a true story. That it's just based on knife crime.
Scrubbed, yeah.
So they've now changed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was over in America, and then you were saying no, that he was over in the UK.
No. He's the UK. He was a black young fella that did it. It was a black young fella that did that. It wasn't a white kid.
Yeah.
Look it up,
well, if you look it up now, I looked it up last night to find out more information, and it's all gone because all it says now is that it is not based on a true story, and that it's just based on what's going on with the knife crime. So anyway, I watched it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I have to say, right, look, we all know that they're trying to push this agenda of the male, what do you call it?
The toxic masculinity.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. Sorry, my brain's gone. It's just utter nonsense. Like, it's absolute utter nonsense. Like, watching that young lad, right? One, he's a teenager. And two, what teenagers are not filled with rage? I mean, the majority of them are, even the girls. And then there was a bit in it where the best friend of the girl that was murdered, I think her name was Jade, she was a black girl. She went up and she laid into one of the white lads, like absolutely kicked the crap out of him. And there wasn't one mention about that. Okay. And she went up and she kicked the crap out of him. But there was no mention about her and her rage and her anger and her attacking somebody else. There was no mention about any of that.
Self-defense, defense. She was taking up for a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, of course she was. But I mean, at the end of the day, she went off and she attacked a young lad that technically wasn't involved in it, But what I not what I laughed at, that's not the right word, but like what I just thought of myself was, we need strong men in this country. We need men who are going to protect their family, who are going to protect their children, right? Ben Scallon made a good reference the other day about a burglar come into the house. So say a burglar comes into your house and a woman walks down the stairs. That's not going to scare a burglar off. But if a man walks down the stairs, there's a chance that will frighten them off, And you have to be like realistic about these things, But do you know what I noticed? To me now, the whole thing about that was, what I found anyway was the lack of respect. There was no respect. Like, you went to the school and there was no respect for the teachers. There was no respect for the principal. There was no respect for the police. There was no respect for anyone. And I think that is the massive issue of what's going on these days. Like, Paul, you remember, right, when we were younger, right? Okay, I know that was the 1800s and things were different. But, like, if a guard even looked at you the wrong way, you'd nearly shit yourself. Do you know what I mean? And, like, if a teacher told you, like, to shut up and sit down, you did it. Like, and now there's just no respect. And I don't think it's about anything to do with males or anything like that. I know they're trying to, like, as I said, damn down males nowadays. But I think it's more so to do with the lack of respect. Like, you look at it now with young people as well. Like, and it's not just even young people, but where's the thing of, like, admitting you've done something wrong, apologising? Nowadays, it seems to be excuses for everything. Oh, the mental health card, or the this, that, and the other. Like, where's the thing of, like, okay, I've done something wrong, I've messed up, I'm sorry. Like, that's the way we were all brought up. Like, everyone makes mistakes, everyone does stupid things, everyone says stupid things. Like, it's like there's excuses made all the time. And from what I got from watching Adolescents was that, like, the big message I was getting from it was that the lack of respect for anyone. It wasn't just women, it was just anyone in authority, anyone, anywhere. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I haven't watched
it.
I'm going to watch it. How many episodes is it? 6, is it?
4. No, 4.
How many episodes? 4. I'll have a look, because I like Stephen Graham.
So he's brilliant. And actually, one of the executive producers is Brad Pitt.
Yeah. No, I'll have a watch of it, like, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I just have to see what people thought of it. I just said, like, to me, I definitely got overall just like, and you see it on X, you see it everywhere. This lack of respect that nobody cares anymore what to say. Like they'll just put anything up. They'll say what they want. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it's got now. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. But see, the reason I didn't watch it was because it's based on noise.
Your mic's gone again.
Okay.
Your
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear you, but you're just talking really fast.
Now am I talking okay? Am I all right now?
Yeah. Shadow's right there. Watch it. Back in the day, my dad would have given me a slap around the ear and made me the man who I am. Yeah, and that's true. That's true. Like, all there seems to be anymore now is just excuses. Instead of somebody would say, all of us can do stupid things, right? And instead of saying, oh, feck God, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry. There just seems to be excuses made for everything nowadays. And that was really apparent in watching that.
Yeah, well, see, this is why they're attacking the Tates. This is why they're attacking anyone who's strong.
And they mentioned
you know what I mean?
Andrew Tate. They mentioned him in it.
Of course they
when
did.
They were talking, when they were
did.
talking about the incel stuff, they mentioned him in it.
Yeah, but listen, that's because he's pushing for masculinity. You know what I mean? Men to be men, not men to be sitting at home. Coward. Yeah, exactly. But men are being dumbed down now. You know what I mean? If you speak out at all, if you speak out at all, you're being dumbed down. You know what I mean? Oh no, he's a racist, or he's and people, men, weak men in this country and in every other country are afraid to open their mouth. That's it. They'll just sit there and whimper, and they'll go into okay, I'm sorry for saying that. Don't be sorry for saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Men, they're becoming, like, not all men, obviously, but some men, they're becoming too feminine. They're too worried about being politically correct. You know what I mean? But then, how do they protect their family? How do they protect their children? Do you know if things happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look at Stephen Graham and look at the parts he played over the years. And he always played like a manly man. You know, that's what he's always played in most films he was in. Because I've seen a lot of his stuff, and he's, like, I have to say, I do like him. He is good.
Yeah, so do I. Saw men putting on masks. Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah. Well, you should watch it and see what you think of it yourself. But that's kind of what I think. That's what I was getting from it. Do you know?
Yeah. Another message here. It's great. It's great. This live thing is. I get messages here all the time. Let me see what this one is. Tourist shocked by what he sees in London. Yeah. Do you reckon? I'm just going to show this here. I'll just send that in to me there. This is London, and this is a tourist, and he is shocked by what he is seeing in London. This is now. This is London. What a day, what a city, what? That's crazy, isn't it?
That is mad. Look at the shadow play there now. London looks like India. Jesus Christ, that is horrendous.
Yeah.
Imagine all the tourists going over there, like, and seeing that. Oh my God.
Exactly.
It's like a ghetto.
London was a beautiful city in the area. It didn't take them long. But that's what all our cities will be like. You know what I mean? I'd say the Refugees Welcome Brigade are delighted with themselves now. I'd say they are. I really do. Like, they all have blood in their hands.
They're never going to admit to anything, Paul, and we all know that.
Yeah, the dirt of it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Terrible.
God, so sad. That's all I can say. Yeah. You know, hang on just a sec. Guess who's back? She's just singing there to me here. Guess who's back?
Oh,
Kira.
Shona or Kira.
Kira. Yeah, Kira.
But that's unbelievable. Like, I mean, London gets so many tourists. Imagine coming over and seeing that. Jesus
I used
Christ.
to go to London. I used to love going to London. It was great. You can't go, listen, you can't even go into town now, Orla, to be honest with you. You know, that's how ridiculous it's got, you know.
Well, what's Paul saying there? As a man, I doubt women in general would prefer a feminine male. Yeah, definitely not. And not one with a man bun. Absolutely no way. No.
Definitely not.
Oh my God,
Definitely
no.
I have I got that there? Just let me see. Have I got it? Sean, it'll kill me for showing this live. But hey, listen.
Oh, is this the TikTok?
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I hear the shouting there. I got mental in there. But hang on, I'll just show the TikTok. This was heard the other day. Yeah. That's it there at the stage. That's us there. That's us in the kitchen. Right, so you'll see it here now. Yeah. She was really beautiful. Now I have.
That's what I mean. See, you scrub up well, Paul.
Yeah. I did. Tracy O'Hanlon. I lived in London 40
Tracy.
years. Never seen anything like that bad. How are you, Tracy? Yeah, it's shocking. Like, I mean, but again, as I said, it's going to be everywhere.
Is Dermot in the comments?
I haven't seen him. No, I haven't seen him on there at all.
He's over and back to London a good bit, isn't he?
Well, Dermot lives over there. He lives in London. Mike Cullen, what's this? Mike Cullen, someone was sending. Yeah. Oh, look at all of
Now, I've seen a video somewhere and I was on X. I can't remember. I don't even know if it mentioned where it was. And it was off a train, right? And they had the door open off the train, and the train was moving, and they were literally just throwing out all the rubbish from the train. You know, and it didn't look like a kind of like would say a train maybe that you'd have in India or something. I don't know where it was now, but it looked, you know, it looked fancy enough. And there they were just throwing out the rubbish as the train was going along. Oh, there, speak of the devil, yeah. Dermot, what is London like? Is that video true to what things are like now?
I'd say it is now, to be honest with you. I would. Lovely girl, bless her. She is. She's my baby. Smells of curry, Finn. Yeah. How are you doing last? Davina, if you saw what they do to Instagram girls out in Dubai, you'd vomit. Listen, do you know who is Joey Barton? Joey Barton. I follow Joey Barton. You should follow Joey Barton. He's a man's man. He calls it how it is. But he's talking about it. You know what I mean? Who's this coming in here?
Oh my God!
Hello there.
What time you called it? Jesus.
Are we live?
You're live, yeah, of course you're live. Yeah.
Hold on a second. This isn't Niall Boylan.
Yeah. No, it's not. No. The boys are on the rip.
Oh my God!
I knew they were. Fair play to them. They're having the crack it anyway.
Yeah.
Fair play. I just seen it. What's that? Who's that that came in there? Shiloh something. And then I heard him talk and I thought,
yeah, I know. The big happy face in them now. Here they go again.
Here they are back here. And how are you, lads? How's things? How's everyone? This is the lads live from Sligo. How are you? How's Martin? Oh, lovely, lovely. I'd rather have Andy's one. I'd rather have the point. Yeah.
You know what? We were going to invite you up, but he's a born cunt, so I can't say that actually. Sorry.
The Sligo gang. But how's everything up there?
Martin, the hair looks great. Martin, the hair looks great. Don't worry.
Language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's also trying to always be respectful. And you know what? We just.
Yeah,
you know what? We are the party of best fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conway with a Sligo GAA jersey. Ah, how's Shane? All right. He's all right, guys.
Oh, is Shane there as well?
Shane's
Orla.
there too, yeah.
Orla.
Yes.
How's my hair?
The hair looks great, Martin. I was saying that a minute ago. It looks brilliant. Don't worry.
Fair
Oh
play to you.
my
Come on.
God.
What's the story? How's everything?
Yeah, sorry with them lads. You know, they're having a few pints. I'm just having a cup of tea here, just waiting on them, you know.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah. We believe you, Anthony.
What's the crack? How's everything going?
All good, yeah. We're flying there now,
We're
yeah.
discussing everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah. We're
How's
flying
things
here
in Sligo?
Yeah, good. We have a podcast tomorrow night, in case anyone didn't know. Me and Martin are sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
To do a podcast. I walked into Sligo earlier on, and this is more or less Mayo, and I have a Ring of Kerry jersey on me. They didn't realise that Kerry and Mayo were playing. So everyone, when I walked into the bar, everyone was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, I don't support Kerry. But,
so Anthony, what you're saying is you're more danger wearing that T-shirt than you are being far right.
What does Paul say? I'm right so far.
Yeah.
Right so far, that's me. Right so far, yeah, I am.
Did I get the accent right? Right, I know. Listen, we're going to do the podcast tomorrow. We're going to go out and do a bit of farm work tomorrow. The lads are having a few jars there. I'm just waiting to drive them home after a few cups of tea. So, look, guys, I'm going to look after everyone here. I'm going to drive them all home, all the locals and all that. Make sure they're safe, put them into bed, give them a cup of tea.
Keep James out of trouble. Keep Shane out of trouble.
You enjoy yourself. You have a few scoops. You deserve it, brother. Fair play to you.
You know
I'll
what?
talk to you tomorrow.
They said, here's one for you, right? What do you call a nun walking the road? A Roman Catholic.
I'll give you a better one. Here.
Ireland first.
Sorry, guys. Anthony shut off the whole stream. Instead of just going off himself, he shut off everything. He ended the whole stream. We've only a handful on here now. We've only a few, you know what I mean? But listen, I'll wait for 2 minutes or whatever, and I'll see if there's anyone else on. But wow, what a clown! What a clown! I have to say, we've only 14 people watching now. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, it doesn't matter. We'll.
Oh my God, the second Egypt. I was like, you're after cutting off the stream.
Oh man. God.
Oh Lord. And you know what? They'll be giving out to James that James will be a bad influence. James, will you please take any alcohol off Anthony?
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Anthony cut off the stream. When Anthony hit exit, he's coming back in here now.
No, he's back. Oh, no, here.
Get out. You cut off the stream the last time, you gobshite. Get out. Get out the fuck. I don't want to hear. Get out. Get out, you gob. You cut off the stream. You fucking nut job, you.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Yeah. Look at them sitting playing cards. Can everyone hear us? Yeah. That's the Sligo lads. You're barred, Anthony. Now you're barred.
Yeah, he is, Chris.
Yeah. Too much tea. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Colette. Yes, too much tea. Do join Ireland first.
Melon the gargle. Ireland first is the way for.
Paul and I are professional.
Yeah, hang on, we just give them a solo layout there just to let everyone see. Yeah, there's the guys there. Yeah,
Shane has the great ponytail.
Yeah. I'm mental.
Oh my God. Hold on, they're coming back. Can they hear us?
Okay, lads, we're only up to about 50 now. We're only about 50 people on, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. No. Hi, Paul.
Can they actually hear us? No, they must be able to hear us. Where's Martin gone?
Too much tea. Martin is You wouldn't know. I'm
He's all
definitely
fixing it.
tuning out.
He's all
Never
fixing
knew
his
about
hair.
strong pots of tea. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody knew about the strong pots of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I have a couple of videos left. Oh, here's the barman
Actually,
in thing.
who's
I'll drop the boys down.
actually,
Okay.
is Dermot still on? Because Dermot put up a message. I don't know if he's able to put it back up again. I'd say all the messages are gone from the last stream,
all
are
the
they?
messages are gone. Yeah, they are.
Dermot, if you're on, can you retype that back out again or resend it again? Because you were talking about London.
Go back up to 100 there, people. Fair play to you. Keep her going there. But what I
Now
want to do is...
Now you can see who are the professional ones of Ireland first.
Yes, exactly. Now you have it, yeah.
Look, this is what I'm on. Look. Water.
Yeah. What time are we? Yeah. Hang on. So we can run over now. You know what I mean? It's no problem now. We don't have to do the 2 hours. I want to go with Enoch Burke. Okay, I'm going to play this. Did I play this Enoch Burke video? I didn't. Sure I didn't. No, I didn't. But we'll go with this. I'm going to run in a stick on the kettle. This is about 3 minutes long, so we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Enoch Burke here. I'm standing outside the Bank of Ireland branch in Castlebar, County Mayo. When I left my workplace today, Wilson's Hospital School, at about 5:30 in the evening, I checked my bank balance, and this is what I found. €0 in my bank account. I have been robbed of €40,617 by the courts. Judge David Nolan, Mr. Rossa Fanning, the Attorney General, and the government all working hand in hand. These people are millionaires. They're driving out of the forecourts in their big cars, but they're vultures sniffing around now to take from me everything I own, to strip from me every asset I have, and to look for anything that I might have that they can take away. That's what these people are doing. We know it all goes back to the fact that in 2022, I was demanded by Principal Niamh McShane to promote transgenderism in the school where I worked. A demand made by that principal, Niamh McShane, still a principal in a school down in Cork, a demand that should never have been made and should not be made today because there is no shred of legal authority for that demand to be made. But of course, the Minister for Education, Norma Foley, now the Minister for Children, when she was confronted by my family, or asked by my family when I was incarcerated about this issue in 2022, she ran away. She was telling the public lies, saying that this wasn't being taught in schools and classrooms, that it wouldn't happen, but of course it did happen. And the Department for Education is dealing illegally in this matter. The current Minister for Education, Helen McEntee, she is dealing illegally in this matter. And that's the whole problem here from the very beginning. When you go to court, the judges are running out the door. They will not deal with this issue. And it's very sad to be in that state in the country where the judges are telling lies, where the government's working along with them. And of course, we now know that we've got very bad. We've been told now today that the country is going to have a great recession, tens of thousands of jobs to be lost, maybe a lot more than that, hundreds of thousands. We're being told this by Pascal Donohoe. He's telling us that hard times are coming. You know why? Because he's not fit to rule this country. We know they went to America. There was a lot of spin, but the Americans, it didn't go down well with the Americans because they could smell, I would say, simply the spin. Pascal Donohoe is looking to Europe now, but he's defying God and the rest of the government. Micheál Martin, Helen McEntee, they're defying God in this country. But righteousness exalts a nation. Righteousness, giving people their just liberties, giving them their due, giving them the right to live uprightly and morally and righteously. That is what exalts this nation. And it's a shame that the church has been silent on this matter, hasn't stood up and exalted God. Our religious freedom is being taken from us in this country. So that's the situation as it stands now tonight. €42,000 and more taken from my bank account, every penny stripped from me.
That is disgraceful, isn't it? That is just disgraceful what's happened to that man. You know what I mean? It's
unbelievable what they've done to him.
All for standing up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just, Pascal Donohoe with his head in the bike shed,
Mm-hmm.
And Pascal Donohoe, who was the man who was caught with the posters and everything, the 10 grand for the posters. Sippo did nothing about it. I was up in court last week for having a poster still up. You know what I mean? Like, it's double standards here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Double
no, it's
standards.
ridiculous.
Dermot, the state forces natives out by stripping them of housing. Politicians get votes from African churches by cutting deals with pastors. The pastor gets the votes from the pulpit, and then the country is ruined, isn't it, Dermot? Fair play, yeah.
Dermot, will you stick back up that message again about London? Sorry, we didn't get to read it properly because we were interrupted.
We were interrupted.
Here, Paul,
Yeah, the lad was still there.
Paul.
There they are,
Yeah.
look.
Paul, how long will it take us to get to Sligo?
Should there be was already? Should Jesus to be asleep when we get there, unless we have a helicopter? If there's anyone in the special forces there can get us up to Sligo,
can you get us to Sligo?
get us up to Sligo before closing time. That would be great.
No.
But listen, we could have our own here now, but I'm not going to have one now. It's too late now. But Liz Pepper there. Now we know why they want to take God out of the Constitution. Exactly. That's exactly it, Liz. Now you have it. This is madness. Right. I want to go with, this is John O'Looney. Love this guy. He's a funeral director from Milton Keynes.
Mm-hmm.
This is about homophobia in 5-year-old kids.
This is what I saw this morning or today. Yeah, shocking.
This was on GB News. This is what he's talking about. Was on GB News.
Sunday, the 30th of March 2025, and I listened with interest to GB News, the People's Channel, because if it matters to them, it matters to you, doesn't it? And if it matters to you, it matters to them, doesn't it? Because they care all about us, the British people. GB News. And it was talking about real issue in primary schools with 5-year-olds and homophobia and homophobic incidents. How the fuck does a 5-year-old even know what homophobia is unless you're fucking grooming them? And I can remember going to school. Do you know what? When I was 5, there were no homosexual things in school. There was no grooming in school. There was no homosexual incidents. So there was no homophobia. It's total bollocks. You're looking for an excuse to groom these children. It's bollocks. Stop pushing bollocks. Sick bollocks. GB News, the People's Channel. Because if it matters to you, it matters to them, doesn't it?
Isn't that madness? A 5-year-old, like, just, oh my God, yeah.
Like,
tell me there's an agenda without telling me there's an agenda. Like, do you know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, do you know what? I'm so grateful. I swear to God that my kids are, well, one reared and the other one half reared. Imagine starting from like, oh my God, starting over now with what's going on.
Yeah, it's disgraceful. I'm going to talk about it we'll do it on Tuesday night show. I had a video there from a LGB, lesbian, gay, boy person who is not into the GTI crap after that. And yeah, he spoke about it. Like, it's very good, like, I have to say. But we'll play it on
Tuesday. Yeah, that's fine.
On Tuesday. I have Gary Cannon there as well. But I want to just play the Big Pharma Bill Gates just for a minute, and we'll come back and talk to this.
Okay. You're okay, Bubba.
I'm going to just bring the lads back up on stage there for a minute. You just want to come up for a minute. What's the story? Can you hear us? What's the story?
Oh, look at the big happy face on him.
Guys, we're just playing a few cards. You do what you have to do. We'll do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Here, hang on a minute. Where's Shane?
By the way, we
Where's
were
Shane
doing what
Dean?
that's what we were doing. How are you, Shane?
Shane, we had we were looking at the backy earlier on with that ponytail. We're saying absolutely no to any man buns. No.
No. This toxic masculinity has to stop, James.
No more man buns.
I'm gonna move them down. I'll talk to you in a few. But
oh
yeah,
my God.
Talking about vaccines there. That's like
well, anyway, so that video I came across on X, and that was about all the babies and the children that died after getting the shots. Like, look at the amount of them. They're the ones that are just recognised as dying from the shots. How many more maybe that that they don't know about, or something else was used? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, will you go back to Dermot's message there? I just didn't get a chance to read it.
Yeah. The Met Police never ever walk the beat anymore. The estates in London have been turned over to the gangs. The Met Police also stopped recruiting masculine men years ago. The gangs just laugh anyway.
But this is what I said. Like, I mean, when you watch that series, right, it just shows there is no respect. But we see it here in Ireland. Like, there's very little respect for the guards.
Gangs in London, is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean in general, like even for young people now, with a group of young lads, whatever, they're not afraid of the police. They're not afraid of the guards.
Not afraid of anyone because they've no respect. That's the problem. That's
what
happens.
I mean. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
House and you've no masculinity in your home. That's the problem. Whereas if you have a father in the house who has rules, ground rules that you don't break, if you break the rules, you pay the consequences. There's no consequences anymore. That's the problem here. Kids.
I know.
Kids. What happens is kids are not afraid of anybody anymore. And then you go to the teachers. The teachers are afraid to say anything to you. And then the school board tells the teachers what to do. And then they come back to you and tell you what's best for your child. And you just take it. Bend over and take it. That's what you do. You need men to stand up to say, listen, no, I'm not taking this anymore. My child is not going to be taught A, B, or C. It needs to be taught this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. You know what I mean?
Well, I have two cousins that are teachers, and they just said it's unbelievable what's going on nowadays. Nowadays, is the parents ringing up, they're giving out, my child didn't do this, my child didn't do that. And half the time, it is the kids that are causing the problem. But of course, excuses have been made. There's nobody's taking responsibility anymore. As I said earlier on, who's apologising for anything anymore? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know where it's all going to end.
Nobody apologises anymore, Orla. Nobody does. You as well, Ciarán McGrath. I think that's all we have now for tonight. Oh, the HSE recruitment. Have you seen this?
No.
The black one, getting people from Nigeria here through the HSE. Why don't you hear this?
No.
And then we'll finish it up. Yeah, we'll have a listen to this.
Breaking news. So, Ireland HSE is hiring international workers. Yes. With fat relocation packages. Yes, you heard me right. Are you interested? So, 4,000 euros will be given out to foreign workers who are willing to come into Ireland to work with HSE. So HSE is the biggest care employer in Ireland. So if you are looking for a care job to move into Ireland, so be it nursing job, care job, or anything surrounding care profession. So this is what this HSE is all about. So listen, here is how to start sending your applications and be successful in getting sponsored job into Ireland. So all you need to do is to go to your browser and type Ireland HSE. Go to their portal, select the kind of job you are into and apply. It is very simple. Just go to your browser, type it and apply. Yes. If you have any question, ask me. Bye.
Oh my God. Like, come on.
Unbelievable. Did we ever play? Do you remember I sent it on to you there a few days ago? Did we ever play the one with, it was another African And was it Michael McCarthy had it up, and she was talking about come to Ireland and you're given €5,000. Did we play that?
I have it here. It's from the other day.
Yeah, I said it from the other day, and as I said, saying come to Ireland, you get €5,000.
No, I'm not finding it there. I thought I had it there. No, from the other day. No. See, I have to delete the stuff off this. Just, Jesus, the amount of stuff I download onto this, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. But we've done the homophobia, we've done everything else. And I just wanted to say as well about Carna. I heard that they're pushing to put them in, but the lads are all there and they're holding their own. So
absolutely unbelievable in the Gaeltacht area.
Yeah, exactly. It's disgraceful. You know what I mean?
Do you know?
But,
it's like living in some sort of twilight world. Honest to God, I saw a comment up there about did somebody say? Honest to God, it's happening. Yeah. Bring us back to the 90s. Well, I swear to God, I wish I was there and I'd stay there.
Someone said there, spitting at anyone is a real low. Kind of the fingers up. Yeah, that's it. Spitting at someone.
Oh yeah,
disgusting. Low. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, but I think we'll have to finish her up there for tonight. Here we go.
It's 11 o'clock now.
Yeah. So listen, Orla, thank you very much. Wait down there for me for a minute. I'll
Good
be
night.
down in a couple of minutes. Thank you, Orla. Good night. God bless. And people, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm sorry the lads wrecked it on us there. We're back up to 200 there now, but listen, it's been good. It's been good crack now, I have to say, tonight. And thanks everyone for watching. And if you can, buy us a coffee. If you can't, don't worry about it. But join us as well on our you can join us on rumble.com user Irish Column. Join and subscribe. And also you can get us on the YouTube channel there, www.youtube.com/Irish Column. So if you get us up a few more there, as the lad said, we can go live on that as well. That'll be another platform we'll be pushing out live on. So listen, people, thank you very much for listening. And like I say, hang on, I go through the last of these. It all went downhill from the 90s. Give us the line, Paul. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you now. No problem. Yeah. But there you go. Buy us a coffee. You can buy us a coffee. And what I say every Sunday night, every night I'm leaving here, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.